Good morning. This is Lanthus. Before I get into the video, I wanted to just give out a huge thank you. The channel surpassed 25 subscribers. So thanks. I really appreciate that. Today, we're going to be doing something a little bit different. One of my favorite parts about RuneScape is the music coming from the great mind of Ian Taylor. There's a lot of great music to be shared, and one of my favorite things to do that I've been reconnecting with while playing 2004Scape is the music, is rediscovering these old tracks, and to be honest, discovering some new tracks that I didn't really hear much as a kid. First and most prominent example is a track called Understanding that plays once you enter the nature altar. So that's going to be the theme of today's yap is music tracks, the sound of the RuneCrafting altars. I've got 6 lined up for you today, all coming from a different altar, and I've vetted them, so it's nothing too goofy. They're all very vibey, very cool tracks. There's actually like 3 or 4 of them that are really, really good. So without further ado, we're starting off with Understanding, playing at the nature altar. Enjoy. All right, and that was Understanding by Ian Taylor playing at the Nature Altar. Starts off a little slow, but I love when the horns come in around 90 seconds, and then you even have the organ playing near the end there. Really makes it one of my favorites. Next on the docket is a track called Down to Earth. I'm certain you can guess which altar this plays at. That being Earth, of course. It sounds like it's an Earth song, and it's good. A lot of people like this one. It's not my personal favorite, but it's good enough to include. So again, this is Down to Earth. Right, and that was Down to Earth. That is what an earthbender would listen to if they played RuneScape, certainly. I have to admit, when I was first doing the research for these songs, this one was not my favorite, but listening to it back right now, it actually goes pretty hard, and I enjoyed it a lot more once I had listened to it a couple times. So moving on, next one is Heart and Mind, which plays at the Body Altar, a nice cozy free-to-play altar, and it has probably one of the coolest designs in the entire game of all the runecrafting altars. It's shaped like a heart, and it just fits very well with the type of rune you're making. This track, you might find it a little bit goofy. Melodically, it is pretty cool. You'll notice that there's a little thump that comes in, and it's a heartbeat, which is what captured my attention when I listened to this track. So, really cool song. Again, this is Heart and Mind from the Body Altar. Hope you enjoy. Okay, and that was Heart and Mind from the Body Altar. I don't know what it is, but it just has such a free to play sound to it. I don't know if it's the little plucking. I don't know how Ian Taylor makes that. It almost sounds like a string instrument, a string instrument being played through a keyboard, but it's plucking the strings. I don't know if it's from a violin or what, but it just has that, very much has that free to play feel to it. And it's a cool song. Again, same as the Earth Altar. It wasn't my favorite song. I just thought the little heartbeat was cool, but listening to it back, it kind of goes even harder. So the next one I had is a track that has become very dear to my heart. This is Miracle Dance playing in the Mind Altar. And I spent numerous hours crafting mind runes in the early weeks of the 2004Scape server. In free to play, you take a cozy walk from Edgeville through the low level wilderness. And it was very, very vibey, very cozy. We had a whole group of folks that would be out there crafting mind runes every day, and made some good friends out there, and even had some fun doing some low level PKing. So again, this is Miracle Dance from the Mind Altar, a song very close to my heart. Okay, so that was Miracle Dance. Very much atypical sound design from Ian Taylor. Very electronic sounding, which is not something you typically hear, especially around free to play. So, very cool. Again, I love that track. Moving right along is Quest, which plays at the Fire Altar. Another banger free to play altar. So, without further ado, let's get right into it. Such a cool track. Did anyone else play Spyro the Dragon growing up? Tell me that that does not remind you of the Spyro soundtrack. Like if Stuart Copeland replaced Ian Taylor or worked alongside him, you'd probably get a similar result. Very much sounds like From the Mind of Stuart Copeland, and very much reminds me of Spyro the Dragon. Another amazing soundtrack, by the way. If you haven't listened to it, probably one of the best gaming soundtracks of all time, alongside old school RuneScape, of course, or excuse me, just RuneScape. And I have one final track to share with you, probably my favorite of the six because it's such a magnificent composition. This is Stratosphere, which plays at the Cosmic Altar. Just sit back and listen to this one. This track's insane. Enjoy. And that was Stratosphere playing at the Cosmic Altar. Talk about a visceral experience. How is it that we were blessed with these tracks amongst hundreds of others in this little game we play? Truly one of overlooked is the wrong word, because RuneScape music has come to be such a beloved part of the game, but I mean, come on, like, that is just insane. Imagine just standing in the Cosmic Altar, which is, by the way, probably the coolest design. You're literally flying through space, through the cosmos, when you're in this altar. Imagine just standing there, posting up, and playing this on full blast, and just sitting there, watching the little stars fly past you. Honestly, like, you can go so deep into the tracks and areas in this game. There's so much appreciation to be had. But that's all the 6 tracks I wanted to share for today. I know we're coming up on 30 minutes here. I really want to do another yap talking about clue scrolls. I'm just working on some prep for my account. I smithed 1,000 steel bars, and I made all of those into 4,000 cannonballs, which was completely brutal, by the way. I so strongly advise against doing cannonballs in this game. It's so slow and you have to click every single time. But it got me to 46 smithing, and I've got a bunch of cannonballs for free. So yeah, probably a clue yap coming up next. Honestly, there's so much great content being created by other people. Like Garlic has created some amazing videos. You've also got Index making some really good content, and there's a couple other people as well, but those are the 2 that have been standing out to me. Every time I see them upload a video, it's been one that's on my list, and they just beat me to the punch, and they do a great job. So I highly encourage you to check out both of their videos. There's a lot of good information to be had, and it's an enjoyable watch, enjoyable listen. So that's why I wanted to switch it up a little bit today. And I've always been a huge proponent of music, and like I said before, rediscovering some of these tracks is actually one of my favorite parts of playing on this server. These old methods, they really necessitate you going and taking routes and going through areas you might not ever go through anymore because of the vast teleportation options available in RuneScape today. So that's been pretty cool, honestly. So if you want another little RuneScape radio session like this, I'll put together another one. If you have any suggestions for tracks or themes you'd like to hear, let me know. I'm more than happy to put that together for you. But again, thank you so much for enjoying my videos. I mean, like I said before, we surpassed the 25 subscribers. At the time of recording, I think I'm at 27, which is awesome. So I'm glad you're all enjoying. Makes me happy to see that. And this has been Lanthus. I guess we'll call this RuneScape Radio. It's probably more appropriate than a yap because I didn't do as much talking this time. So thank you so much. Have a great day, and I'll see you out in the virtual world.